never give in. You're gonna win, gonna rise again. No matter what they say, no matter.
First of all, thank you to all ARMY around the world who never stop supporting Taehyung through every moment of his incredible journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any updates about BTS and Taehyung's latest appearances. Now get ready, because what happened in Hollywood wasn't just fashion, it was history in motion.
BTS is back, feel the attack.
Hollywood stood still that night, under the shimmering lights strung across the open-air street of Paramount Picture Studios, Los Angeles. Time seemed to pause as the grand Vogue USA sign glowed above the crowd. And then, from the misty end of the runway, two figures appeared, Taehyung of BTS and Cynthia Erivo, walking side by side like twin forces of nature. Was this simply a fashion moment, or the start of something that transcends style itself? Could the world of couture handle such magnetic energy? From two souls so completely different, yet perfectly balanced, Taehyung stepped into the spotlight, wearing a dove gray, tailored suit layered with a long, black coat that swept behind him, like a shadow of mystery. Each stride was deliberate, graceful, and calm, elegance without effort. Beside him, Cynthia Erivo stunned in a shimmering emerald green latex gown, complemented by a gold baroque cape that caught every flicker of light. Together, they weren't just walking, they were telling a story. As they moved beneath the golden glow of the overhead lights, cameras erupted in flashes. Every frame, every blink, felt cinematic. But one question lingered in the air. Was this a fashion show, or a silent dialogue between two artists? This year's Vogue USA Fashion Gala carried the theme The Art of Duality. And who could embody duality better than these two? Taehyung, calm yet powerful, masculine yet poetic. Cynthia, fierce yet vulnerable, regal yet warm. They were yin and yang walking down the same path. The audience could feel it, that invisible thread of connection. One Vogue insider was even overheard saying, "It didn't feel rehearsed, it felt like destiny." Midway down the runway, the two locked eyes. That single glance, captured by every camera in the room, became the moment of the night. Was it planned, or did something real, unspoken, happen right there under the lights? Fans online would later describe it as a moment of shared understanding between two worlds. And truly, it was. Vogue's post-show headline read, "Tonight, two forces met, one from music, one from film, and together, they defined what elegance means in silence." But behind Taehyung's calm expression, ARMY couldn't help but wonder, was there a deeper reason for his appearance at this prestigious event? Was this just an invitation, or a hint of something much bigger brewing beneath the surface? Since debut, Taehyung has never been one to chase trends. Trends chase him. Every look he wears becomes an instant global reference. And this time, as he walked beside Cynthia Erivo, it was as if he was silently declaring, fashion isn't about clothes, it's about presence. Paramount Studios' set transformed into a dreamlike world, a fantasy city lined with glowing marquees, an orchestra playing softly in the background. But when Taehyung stepped onto the runway, the atmosphere shifted, the air thickened, even the audience seemed to hold their breath. Stylists whispered to one another that Taehyung had arrived hours earlier, carefully reviewing the show's lineup. Was he just being meticulous, or was he secretly involved in the creative direction itself? The speculation grew louder with every passing minute. Was he merely a guest star, or was he, in truth, the evening's hidden protagonist? Cynthia Erivo, a powerhouse of talent, looked radiant walking beside him, known for her commanding stage presence. She spoke briefly after the show, and her words caught everyone's attention. "Taehyung has this calm energy," she said. "When he walks beside you, you feel grounded, not overshadowed. That's rare." Her statement spread like wildfire. Was she hinting at future collaborations between them? Could this be the beginning of something beyond fashion? Perhaps a cinematic or artistic partnership? Within minutes, hashtag #TaeHyung Vogue USA and hashtag Vogue with Cynthia dominated global trends. Social media exploded with admiration and curiosity. "He looks like he stepped straight out of a painting," one fan wrote. Another commented, "There's something in Taehyung's eyes, peace, mystery, and untold stories." Indeed, every frame from that runway spoke louder than words. Taehyung didn't just wear fashion, he became it. Every glance, every movement, was poetry in motion. Is that not what sets him apart from everyone else? That he doesn't perform for the camera, he communicates with it. As the music faded and the lights dimmed, Taehyung turned back toward the audience, bowing slightly with his signature gentle smile. Beside him, Cynthia placed a hand on his shoulder, a small, powerful gesture of mutual respect. It was in that silent exchange that something clicked. They knew, perhaps even before anyone else, that this was a moment that would be remembered not for extravagance, but for authenticity. Witnesses said Taehyung smiled quietly before disappearing backstage, where he was seen speaking briefly with a Vogue USA editor. Just casual conversation, or the spark of a future collaboration? When the night ended, Los Angeles seemed to glow differently, not just from the city lights, but from the afterglow of his presence. Because once again, Taehyung wasn't just attending an event, he was redefining it. He transformed the runway into an art gallery. Every step, every glance, every breath he took felt intentional, symbolic, and deeply personal. Standing beside Cynthia Erivo, he proved that elegance isn't loud, it's magnetic, quiet, and unforgettable. Could this signal Taehyung's deeper dive into the international fashion scene? Or is it the prelude to something grand, a full-fledged collaboration with Vogue or a high-fashion brand? Whatever it is, one thing is certain, Taehyung doesn't just fit into the world of fashion, he elevates it. He wears not only fabric but emotion. He doesn't follow the spotlight, he becomes it. Fashion, for him, isn't an act. The afterglow of the Vogue USA fashion gala lingered in the air long after the lights faded. Paramount Picture Studios, usually just a place for film dreams, had witnessed something far beyond cinema that night. People didn't leave talking about brands or collections. They left whispering about that moment. The way Taehyung and Cynthia walked together, the way time seemed to pause between their steps, the way silence suddenly became louder than applause. Was that connection planned? Or was it one of those rare instances when two artists from completely different worlds aligned by fate? Even those who had seen hundreds of fashion shows said they'd never felt energy like that before. One Vogue photographer described it perfectly. When Taehyung walked, you didn't just see him, you felt him. Every frame looked alive. And that's the magic that only Taehyung seems to carry. That ability to make elegance emotional. Backstage, witnesses shared snippets of what happened after the show. They said Taehyung and Cynthia exchanged a few quiet words, smiles, nods, the kind of mutual understanding that doesn't need translation. Some claim Vogue's creative director personally thanked Taehyung for bringing a sense of narrative to the catwalk. Others whispered that a private meeting followed later that evening between Taehyung's team and representatives from two major fashion houses. Could it be that this Vogue appearance wasn't just an invitation, but a test, a preview of a bigger partnership? Perhaps a campaign or a brand ambassadorship in the making? The rumors spread fast, but Taehyung, as always, stayed silent. No statement, no hint, only that knowing smile that always leaves people wondering, what is he planning next? Meanwhile, Cynthia Erivo posted a simple message on her social media the next morning, grateful to have walked with grace beside someone who embodies calm strength. That one sentence was enough to ignite another wave of discussion. Did she just confirm the connection everyone felt on stage? Was their pairing chosen deliberately by Vogue? Or did it happen naturally, born from shared respect and artistic chemistry? Whatever the truth, it was undeniable. The internet had found its new obsession. Videos of their walk amassed millions of views overnight. ARMY filled comment sections with heart emojis and poetic captions, calling it a silent duet between two souls. And beyond the glitz and the luxury, something about that night felt deeply symbolic. Taehyung didn't just represent fashion, he represented a bridge between East and West, between art and emotion, between control and chaos. Every tilt of his head, every subtle smile, felt like a carefully chosen stroke on an invisible canvas. He wasn't modeling, he was storytelling. He wasn't following trends, he was rewriting them. Hollywood had seen many stars, but few who could captivate without saying a word. And that's what Taehyung did.